My name is Bernadette Souza, and you're on to Let's Talk with Benny Souza. Let's talk. Hi everyone, my name is Benny Souza, and you're on to Let's Talk with Benny Souza. So my topic today is going to be centered around privacy is bliss. What is privacy? Privacy is when you have information control as regards to what pertains your personal life, your relationship, your marriage, your finance, your career, or anything that has to do with your life. You are very private as regards, you have an information control as regards who you talk to or who you discuss those matters with. Now, a lot of people sometimes hear some things about themselves and they wonder where it is coming from. If you have to wonder where your information is coming from or how they got out, it means that you're not doing information control. It means that you're discussing your life with every Tom, Dick, and Harrison. And the way you can prevent that from happening is to have not more than one or two confidants, people that you discuss confidential issues with. No matter how private we think we are humans. We sometimes need somebody to onboard into, somebody to discuss our private matters with. So when you hear your matter too much outside and you're unable to know where it is coming from, it means that you are oversharing. That is, you are discussing your matters with too many people. When you hear anything that concerns you, you should be able to say, this is exactly where this is coming from. Some years back, somebody said something to me about myself, and I said, this is the person that told you. And the person was like, what? How did you know that? I said, because I discussed different parts of my life with different people. So this information was only divulged with this person, so I know this person told you, and the person nodded, and I said, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. And one of the advantages of privacy is that you don't get too many advice from different people. One of the things that confuses decision making is when you get counsel from too many people. So when you're private, you have few people or one or two persons that you talk to. Hopefully that there are people that will give you good counsel. That way, when you hear some things about yourself, you know that this is where they're coming from, and you'll be able to get a solid counsel, you don't confuse yourself. Several people sometimes get worried when they discuss with people and the other person they're discussing with is not discussing with them. On the internet these days, I hear a lot of people say, no, the person traveled and I'm not aware. What you need to understand that sometimes the person that is your confidant, someone that is your confidant that you discuss confidential issues with, they might not see you in that light. Let me give you an instance. The person that you are discussing your private life with might not be safe, might not feel it's safe for them to discuss theirs with you. And the fact that you find somebody worthy of discussing with them doesn't mean that they are under any obligation to also discuss with you. I need to say that. So if you find out that you're always discussing with somebody on private matters and they don't share their matters with you, you have two options. Either to discuss it with them and find out why, or you start to keep your private matters private to yourself. Now, I see a lot of people say, no, I was with this person last week. They didn't tell me they were jackpotting. They didn't tell me they were relocating. And I discussed my matters with them. These things happen sometimes because they might not just feel you the way you feel them. Or they might decide to keep that part of their life private. Doesn't mean they don't love you. It just means that they don't feel safe enough to discuss it with you. And that's fine. It's not something that you need to be angry about. Another way that you can keep your matters, your information from getting out of hand is to try as much as possible to test the people you discuss with. How do you test them? Once you have mutual friends that tell you the things you discuss with them privately, That's already a test that you can't discuss with such persons. Another thing is the quality of advice that they give to you. If, for instance, you confide in somebody that your husband or wife is abusive and they tell you to remain in that type of marriage, you should already know that automatically they are not in the best position to be your confidant, because the quality of advice they are giving to you is going to end your life eventually. If the person is abusive towards you, there's no reason for any sane person to tell you to remain in that type of marriage. Capish? Good. So privacy is bliss. It's bliss because you have peace when you don't have your matters on the lips of everybody. You have peace when it comes to good counsel, provided you're discussing with people that have sense and they have the intellectual capacity to give you good counsel. Privacy is bliss also because you want to keep some matters about your life private. And when I mean private, you want to discuss with people, but you have to be selective as to whom you discuss it with. Matters of relationship, matters of marriage, matters of finance, matters of job, and your next move are not things that you discuss with every Tom, Dick, and Harrison. Then I want to leave you with the words of my late father. He would say that your secret is only a secret, or your secret will remain a secret only if you keep it as a secret. The minute you discuss it with one or two persons, just keep it at the back of your mind that it might or might never go out. So that's a risk you are taking. Privacy is bliss. Have a fantastic weekend. Bye.